Hello everyone, it's Wheel Trouble again. I know it's been a while and the last thing you heard from me consisted of my 2021 songwriting project. Speaking of that songwriting project, I had a very interesting comment from Kevin, a representative of Stinger, reaching out to me on my Army-Navy game song. It was a very interesting spot for a comment, but basically he was asking for me to reach out to him. I've had to deal with a lot of trolls in the past, specifically looking at you, Bob. And so, rather than reach out to him in the comments section, I decided to reach out to Stinger and ask for him point blank. Turns out the comment was legit. If you've been paying attention to my channel, you might have noticed that my trailer and bag review video titles have all been changed. Kevin, on behalf of Stinger, had seen the old review videos and was hell-bent on making this right. You may have also noticed, if you're a very astute observer, that the second and third review videos have actually been removed from the channel entirely. This isn't a mistake. It's not the result of a cease and desist or some weird bribe. Stinger actually made it right. Sure, it took them a while, but there's a bit of a backstory to that. Around the time that my trailer was having catastrophic design failures, Stinger was going through, shall we say, a change of ownership. As with any new acquisition, it takes a while for the staff to acclimate. I'm taking a wild guess, but that's probably what happened here. I've not had an interview with the new owner, and Kevin has been my only point of contact. Even so, I can certainly tell you that I've observed a full turnaround when it comes to the level of customer service. I've had probably over a half a dozen emails with Kevin, as well as a couple of phone calls regarding my experiences with the Stinger trailer in a bag. They've all been highly productive. Much to Stinger's surprise, and probably yours, I actually still own this trailer in a bag. I couldn't very well sell it without the fenders, and I didn't really feel like trying to manufacture my own or even try to peen metal. Kevin took the time to hear my thoughts on what had caused the problems with the old fenders, and what I had actually referred to as that fatal flaw, and responded in a manner that I not only respect, but gives me reason to give them another shot for legitimate recommendation in the future. Every unresolved gripe that I had with the Stinger trailer in a bag has been resolved. All of them. Kevin made sure that my concerns about the fenders were addressed, and the mount points are now 1/4 of an inch thick instead of 1/8 of an inch. This will handle the road vibrations that had cracked the old fenders. I may still put rubber grommets on it, but I'm currently undecided. The 1/4 of an inch is pretty beefy, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Unlike the old fender, this design does not have the horseshoe cutaway that allowed for easy installation and removal that had allowed the trailer in a bag to fit in the back seat with both of my kids in the Yaris. But that's sort of a moot point. You've already seen the video of my oldest riding 2-up with me. The newly designed fender will require a full removal of the wheel hub to install. I'm not going to do a YouTube video on this. There's already plenty of videos on YouTube detailing this process with other trailers, boat trailers, motorcycle trailers. There's tons of them. It's about a 10-minute process per side. You're realistically only going to do it once unless you're actually having to change the wheel bearing assembly entirely. If you have the old trailer in a bag still, I have great news. Stinger is going to allow you to buy replacement parts via their 24/7 customer service line. I said it before, but they've really beefed up their customer service, and you can buy replacement parts through them. This pretty much nukes the second and third review videos that I had made anyway. It's also worth mentioning that my trailer in a bag has been discontinued. It's not currently in their catalog. Their support does include obsolete models, such as my trailer in a bag. They also have a custom shop. From the outside looking in, it's kind of obvious that this company has undergone a complete overhaul. And from that sense, it didn't make sense for my second and third review videos to really even be up anymore. But I also felt that it was necessary to leave the initial review up, as the trailer in a bag is still out in the wild and people may pick it up used. But I also needed to make sure that we talked about the observed changes in Stinger as a company. So there you have it, my rationale behind removing the last 2 videos. And also the end of the story that was nearly 4 years in the making. Stinger as a company has shown that they want to turn over a new leaf, and from what I can tell, they actually mean it. My removal of those 2 videos is my way of allowing them to do that. I still think that the trailer in a bag was and is still a killer concept. They've seen my old review videos, they've seen the feedback I had on those, even though I've removed them now. And if they decide to make a version 2 going forward, they have that feedback to draw from. I really hope that they do. I liked that trailer. It scratched an itch. I've outgrown it now, as the number of riders in my family has expanded, and my stable has consequently expanded. But this was a great trailer for like a single rider. If you're just needing to get your bike to the trails or the tracks and you only have the one bike, it's great. And it was especially killer when we were in a low income area of Colorado Springs and we just needed to tuck that trailer away in my hotel. And we did. We just put it right in the hotel closet. It was great. Stinger, as far as I'm concerned, is basically a new company, and I'm very excited to see where they take it. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. I never did find out what they thought about the Army-Navy game song, and I never did ask. I am curious, but I never did ask. On that note, catch me on Red Fox's gaming streams. I may go ahead and start posting on here again. I'm really undecided on that front. On that note, Wheel Trouble out.